Welcome back to the Overdrive Guitar channel. I'm John, bringing you your content again. Today we're going to be looking at the A minor scale. Yesterday I put out a video about mixing the major and minor pentatonic sounds and about how you should really have each one underneath your fingers before you attempt this. And apparently I was jumping the gun for the kind of the bigger portion of my viewers. Apparently most people who saw this are beginners and they need to get the A minor pentatonic under their fingers, so here I am to help, and can be playing those hot licks in no time. So unfortunately we're running a little low tech here right now. Still waiting for our new camera and editing software, so hopefully I'm gonna flash some tab up on the screen. If not, oh well. So here is what the A minor pentatonic scale looks like in the commonly first taught position. So you're in the 5th position and it's going to be 5/8 on the low E string. Got to turn your guitar up. 5/7 on the A string. 5/7 on the D string. 5/7 on the G string. 5/8 on the B string. And 5/8 on your high E string. So what I want to talk about though is this is a pattern. This pattern isn't just for the A minor pentatonic scale, which means a couple of things. It means that pattern could be a major scale. It means it could be a different root note. It could also mean other things, but we're going to keep this simple. This lesson is more geared towards, we got our guitar, we want to get the A minor pentatonic under our fingers so we can rip some solos, right? So, you know, everybody wants to take out their guitar and sound like they're heroes, but unfortunately the guitar is a slow learning process. It is a very rewarding process though. So once you kind of get that pattern under your fingers, the number one tip that I do not see put out there is to really internalize the intervals in their relation to the root note. Sing each note as you play it. It doesn't matter if you sing exactly on the note, exactly on key, but it helps you to internalize those intervals better. Another thing that can help you internalize those intervals, of course, is using a looper pedal. What I would maybe recommend, if you're just getting the A minor pentatonic under your fingers, is just to make a super short, like 2-second loop of your A minor chord sound. Okay, so you're just gonna, and you can loop that over and over, and what this will help with is it'll help you internalize those intervals like I was just talking about with the singing. And this is the most important part. The number one complaint when somebody kind of is learning to solo, they get this pattern under their fingers, is, okay, I have this pattern under my fingers, but I'm kind of just following my fingers and I don't know what's going to come out. And this is exactly what we don't want. We don't want patterns, we want intervals. So once you kind of get to internalize those intervals a little bit, you'll be able to just kind of forget those patterns exist more or less and play for the song. That's our goal here. Our goal is to not to have to think about these patterns patterns. We just want to serve the song, which will come in time. It takes a long time. And this is the way to get there, to internalize those intervals, the relation to the root note. Now, if you don't have a looper pedal, besides singing, another way is to just play the A note, drone an A note, as you play your A minor scale. Now we play that note. That doesn't sound right. Is it right? We can check it against our root note, and 9 times out of 10 we can trust our ear. If something doesn't sound right, it's probably not right. Sounds terrible, right? So that's another method. We can use our root note as kind of a guide. And if we hit a wrong note, it will jump out at us. Now, there's a few things I'm passionate about. Guitar, my family. And I really don't like people wasting my time. So I kind of feel like not necessarily some online lessons were wasting my time, but they were leaving out some very important parts about how I need to really internalize the intervals and how this is the important part, and memorizing the pattern. It'll be there. The pattern, you'll memorize it. Your fingers are going to memorize it on their own. They're going to, you're going to kind of just be working out a muscle memory. But the key is that you know which note is going to come out depending on where your finger is. That's our goal. That's our end game. So, we want to get comfortable with the scale under our fingers, and as soon as we memorize our pattern, my recommendation is to put it to some kind of time, whether it's a drum loop, a metronome, a song in the key of A, even if you want. Music is all about time, and the more things that you do to time, the more you will work on your internal clock, and the easier this will all get. So get that under your fingers, get the intervals internalized, sing your intervals out loud so you can internalize them easier, faster. Believe me, this is a big time saver. This is the reason I started my channel, because I am self-taught, and I don't want people to fall into some of the same traps that I did. So once you get comfortable with that, please sing the intervals. It will help immensely. And once you get that comfortable, get on YouTube and look up a minor backing track. I recommend a blues track. It's just the easiest jumping off point. But obviously, the number one rule with guitar is you're supposed to have fun. So pick whatever kind of music you like, but you want it to be in the key of A minor. And kind of get to work, get comfortable playing along in time. Work on your time first, and then work on really trying to sing in your head and hear what is going to come out before you play it. That's our end game. And a big shortcut is to sing the intervals, and that's the big reason that I made this video. So, a little pause for the cause. If you like what I'm doing, please hit subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel financially, help get our gear set up going, there's a PayPal link down below. Thanks guys, keep rocking.